Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred!
You know, it's either when I'm showering, shaving, shitting, working out, driving, and during sex, oddly enough, my mind tends to wander. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm an overthinker. But sometimes my mind wanders to some places that are like, girl, please, that'll never happen. But on the other end of that, I've learned to be a lot more pragmatic and practical in my life. I've learned to be a little more tactful in condensing, you know, in isolating. Let's say isolating is a better word, because a lot of shit comes to mind, so I have to learn to filter out and isolate the bullshit from the real shit, you know, because I don't like wasting my time. I'm one of those people that I'm not going to think about, well, I used to, in my old delusion when I was younger. That's why I speak of delusions of grandeur so much, because I can. Hello, God. I surely can. I used to have them myself. I still low-key have, you know, a little delusions of grandeur. But through life and experience, you know, you learn to become a real bitch. Hello, God. You learn to live in reality. You know, the truth of it all. Because they love you to get lost in the sauce of life, child, so that you're left behind. You're broken and stupid and ignorant to what's happening. They love it when you're in the sunken place, girl. Why do you think they're going to sit here and legalize alcohol? They want you in the drunken place. Because you start getting into them shrooms, girl, or that Mary Jane, girl. You start thinking for thine self. You start stepping out, hello, God, of the social conditioning mechanisms. Like, oh, girl, you start recognizing and paying attention, because now you're at a higher frequency. But that's another conversation. A lot of y'all girls ain't trying to hear none of that. But, you know, I just find it weird how quickly we seem to kind of just accept whatever new standards our masters throw at us. And at this point, when you really think about it, and again, this is not even on no complex level, really just step out just a little bit and just think about it. We have no choice but to do what these people say do. You have no choice. Your job doesn't give you a raise. Hello, or they give you one, but it's not what you want. Hello. You need your job. You might be frustrated. You might even speak out, but in a more professional, you know, manner, and still not get what you want. Either way, you're still gonna, you know, you're gonna be brought to heel. Think about it. Even as people of color, you can't even be afforded the opportunity, girl, hello, God, to walk freely in your own neighborhood. People, especially white people, have let us know time and time again that we are not free. We're not able to come and go as we please. We're not able to even spend our money. We're not even afforded the opportunity to be real and open and honest, hello, God, without being thrown in jail. No crime committed, not even a suspicion of a crime. Actually, I'm seeing a lot more nowadays, girl, mistaken identity, because they think we all look alike. Girl, remember that video that was going around with that man? He was just in his car, child, on his lunch break, reading a book, eating his lunch, girl, minding his damn business. I think this was in New York. And the guy is looking at them. They ran up on him because I guess there was just someone who did a burglary or whatever. And he fit the description. He fit the description. They beat this man's ass. They violated all his rights, girl. They wore him the hell out in the streets of life, girl. And obviously racially motivated, right? There's a lot of bias, you know, and I feel like that's the one thing that should be rooted out. It should never be accepted in the criminal justice areas at all. Judges, lawyers, law enforcement, girl, like anybody that's associated with that line of work, you should be interviewed at least. You know how many interviews I went on to work for the school district? Just to be a fucking bus driver. And then when I was seeking promotion, the interview process was even more rigorous. So if I gotta go through all that for something like that, okay, why the hell you got people that literally had the power of life and death strapped around their waist? You need to root out biased attitudes. Hello, God. You need to root out those types of people. Y'all need to start asking in the lie detector test, do you like black people? And you know, and it's probably why y'all don't ask them questions during the lie detector test, because they're supposed to be taking one upon, you know, review of application and training and whatever with all the requirements are to be a law enforcement officer. I know definitely for the sheriff's department or any other higher level of law enforcement, lie detector test is what's the T. I feel like judges should be taking them too, especially Supreme Court judges. Do you have special interests that may impede your judgment in ruling over a case? So for instance, if a judge has a lot of equity in motherfucking the alcohol industry or tobacco or the NRA, a president too. Do you have any stocks? Do you have any of this? Because you know, one of the rules of being president is they don't let you have access to money. They don't let you receive certain gifts and you can't give certain gifts. They don't want no hint of impropriety with the American people's coins. So I think when Donald Trump became president, I think he had to relinquish his companies in like his daughter's name or something like that. But girl, anyway. When I think of, I don't know if I talked about it because I'm just rambling at this point. But like the gas prices, girl, you have no choice. It will be the new standard. You're going to complain for a week, but your car still needs gas. The conversation is dead. In your mind, you're battling with this concern, right? But you don't even think to bring it up anymore. It's not a topic of discussion publicly, or at least on the stage where it matters, to where these people will say, you know what, we do need to kind of stabilize oil. We need to stabilize, you know, these gasoline prices, girl, because it is getting ridiculous. Whatever that when it's, oh girl, it's just inflation. It's almost like a term of acceptance now. It's inflation. No, girl, these people have shown time and time again, they have the power to literally make changes in minutes. They do it for themselves. They've made billions, if not trillions of dollars appear overnight while still telling the American people, we don't have any more money left. Every time you see one of those rockets being shot up into space, why is space a concern right now when the world is suffering? We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And 9 times out of 10, it's a failed mission. We're talking about between 500,000, I know it's way more than that, up to 500 million, if not almost billions of dollars, destroyed in an instant. All for the efforts of new discoveries and all this other shit. Girl, shut up. The new discovery needs to be, how do we get the people out of debt? How do we get the people to some clean drinking water? How do we get the people to be able to put food on thine table for the family, bitch? Gas prices are up. Light bill prices are up. All of the shit that y'all have put in the human experience to normalize, hey, you need this. You need this. If you don't have this, you're left behind. You're in the Stone Age. We realize the difference in treatment, a bitch who has no health insurance versus a bitch who does have health insurance. You see what that difference in treatment is like. Your life means nothing to these people. So why are we so quick to turn the other cheek, girl? Actually, why are we so willing to open up our cheeks so these people can continue to lay pipe in our ass, girl? They say, girl, inflation, everything. Girl, we finna have y'all bitches getting evicted because you can no longer afford to pay your rent. We are going to sit here and control y'all bodies because we want y'all to have kids so y'all can continue to struggle because, bitch, that's what it really is at the end of the day. We need these stressors, girl, on the people. We need them to crash out. They're sitting back laughing at what's going on in Chicago right now. Hundreds of people dead, not even within 2 weeks. What? And they're all black. Girl. They love this. Killing over phones, killing over technology. Robbing you for your shoes, girl. Let's make these things expensive and out of reach. You have to work in order to provide just the bare necessities, child, for the household. This is the grand design, and we feed into it, not realizing that we have the power to, I feel like, again, I just did a video like this. But it's, my real topic is, though, like, think about how easy you are, how easy it is for us to just accept whatever these people tell us to do. If you don't do it, you will be where you said you never wanted to be. Or if you've been there before, you're back to where you were before. And that's a depressive thing in itself. Will you recover mentally from that? Hello, God. Girl, I'm just saying though, we real quick. It's just like life, not life itself, but the life that our masters, because they are our masters, hello God, that they provided for us. It's almost like they are our abusive baby fathers. And you know the girl, the fish just accepted being slapped across your, oh, my eggs is cold, bitch. You know? Hello? You have to do this. We're being abused time and time again. And here we are running back. Who can I run to? Girl, I'm sick of it, bitch. Because we're stronger than we realize. But we had the power to cancel a celebrity we don't like because they did some fuck shit. But what about canceling the country? What about canceling these masters? Hello. You know, it's so crazy to me. Y'all chase down a girl because you believe that she set someone up. Allegedly, I don't know if it's just so much misinformation out there. That's why I love social media, but I despise it because people will do and say anything for some clicks and some views. And girl, when these social platforms make it so easy for certain bitches to make money, it's crazy to me, like the things that we have no choice but to either believe or just act like we don't care because it's so much misinformation. So y'all put your efforts together to chase down a little girl who may or may not have had something to do with the setup and brutal killing of a young man. But those same efforts can't be put towards going to trap down Zimmerman or the officers who did that to Breonna Taylor, girl. Hello, God. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on and on. It's crazy the efforts that we will put into robbing, stealing, and killing within our own community, girl. Our other black brothers and sisters, bitch. Whole family members, girl. But that same effort won't be put in, hello God, to getting true evildoers in this life. Girl, you on your way home? A nigga you done grew up with, he down bad. You on the bus, already got it rough. Coming back from your shitty job, your shitty life. You on the way back to your mama house because the rent done got so high you can't afford it no more, so you had to take a step back from your standard of living, Hello Gone, for what you were used to. Life is already hard for you. You on the way home. You know this dude, but he's on demon time because he's trying to survive. He'd rather come take from you knowing you have nothing. Versus, bitch, you had to take your ass down to them suburbs and handle business. To the neighborhoods where the girls don't lock their doors. Why? If you're going to steal, you might as well make it worth to take your ass down to them rich white folks' neighborhood and do that shit. Why you got to steal from thine neighbor? Hello, who barely got a pot to piss in their damn self? Struggling to make it. Y'all will literally take your friend's last, or your so-called friend. You'll take some of your neighbor's last, but go up there to Billy and Stacy, girl. Multi-million-dollar home. I'm quite sure they got some cash laying around and some jewelry that you can use. Why don't you go to those neighborhoods and do that? Oh, because the risk of going to jail is greater. The efforts that will be put into hunting your black ass down will be greater. Because we know in the hood, we still in the hood, the projects, the ghettos, bitch. We steal from our own communities. It's going to take 3 days for the police to respond. And when they do, they're not going to act like they give a fuck. And I'm tired when black people say, oh, well, we got to stick together. It's not just a black issue. Girl, let me tell y'all love to say that shit when you want to band together because some white cop done killed a black teenager in y'all community. Now you guys are holding hands and singing Saving Grace, bitch. Don't feed me none of that foolishness. I'm not a dumb bitch. I fight for us, but I also know us. Hello. And if Tyler Perry and his shitty movies and shows and plays haven't told us nothing, is that look how even we will play on our own foolishness and make money off of it. I don't care what any one of y'all say. Tyler Perry only makes movies that deal with black trauma, and more specifically black female trauma. There is this, let's tell the truth, we sensationalize, and I know that it's horrible, none of you bitches will say this publicly, but there's this of a man who's just abusive, crazy, and just full of it. Every movie, every show, there's this, come on, Corey Hardwick's character. Girl, I didn't watch the movie because I'm not going to watch the movie. It looks horrible. And I'm sorry to say, Megan Good and Corey Hardwick, he had no choice but to pay y'all a little bit more than what y'all was worth because he knew the movie was going to be trash. And this is going to tank y'all reputations. Megan Good, I've seen you in good movies. Corey Hardwick, I've seen you in good movies. Why did y'all waste y'all time diminishing your many years of legendary actor and actress skills on some foolishness like this? Playing up the black trauma for this man to make some goddamn money off of. And it'd be different if the shit was actually good. Every time I see a Tyler Perry film, I know it's going to be trash just based off how it looks. Everything looks fake, cheap. I don't care how good the acting is sometimes. It all has to come together for me because now I'm focused on these horrible wigs. Megan Good, y'all were not the tea for me, girl. Sorry. Sorry, girl. Y'all were not doing nothing for me, honey. I didn't watch the movie. I seen clips, girl. TikTok is very dangerous. They'll play damn near like you get a couple of part 1s to 5, bitch. You done seen half the movie. And I can say a lot. A Fall from Grace. It was giving a Fall from Grace production vibe. And I'm not saying it's not realistic, but some of that stuff, a narcissistic abuser wouldn't be acting like that in public places. He'll act like that with you privately. But publicly, oh, he has an image to uphold. Because when he does finally murder your ass, Hello Gone, He needs to be able to have the public on his side. Oh, he would never do that. He's such a nice man. Girl, please. Just the over dramatization, is that the word? What's the other word? Exaggerating, you know, ultra violent, domestic kind of violence vibes. Like there's always that extra. And it gave me an enough tea. Like when she grabbed the shotgun and she was like, oh, you just gave me the right amount of hits. I feel like there was, and I know that, you know, I don't know, it just gave enough vibe. Jennifer Lopez, girl. Anyway, I don't even know how the hell we got, but that's what it is, girl. It's these girls are our masters. There are abusive, you know, partners, girl, and they have trained us to just take it. Look how they make you guys feel. If everyone pooled their votes, both of these people would have no choice but to be canceled by their parties. Why do we have to follow the? We have to do this. We have to push on with November, you know, election. Not necessarily. If the people will it so, we can go ahead and destroy both of these parties and put up our own people. It's within our rights. Again, y'all girls, that's why, again, we have to lean on this. Y'all be talking about some education and education, girl. The education they provide ain't educating you. It's training you to listen to the real educated. Hello, God. It's training you to be a slave to intelligence because you're a fool. Your foolishness. Your willful ignorance. Black people, brown people, immigrants. We need to shut the fuck up and put things into action. We need to stop allowing these people to lay down these obvious barriers, girl, that continue to bind us. We got to see the bigger picture. And it's 2024. I'm going to be so real with y'all, girl. I'm so sick and tired of running into ignorance. There's a time and a place, girl. But the girl, when I tell you, look at all these videos, girl. These hoes, these old ratchet ass bitches and niggas running around here. Girl, it's 2024, girl. Girl, I'm so sick. Pick up a fucking book, bitch. Read something other than a Twitter post, ho. That's why y'all love Sexy Red so much, because see, y'all can't listen to a real bitch, and y'all call yourself Barbs. The way that Nicki raps, let's tell the truth. I remember one time in one of her documentaries, she said what she does is she spends her time reading dictionaries, and she'll go on Google and she'll look up words. Like when she does her double, triple entendres, girl, like she be looking up words and like how to really express them more. Look at Mariah Carey. A lot of y'all girls don't even know what the fuck she be talking about because you don't understand some of them big ass words her ass be having in her songs. Y'all like artists that ain't gonna make you think on an intellectual level. You want a hood hoe. You can relate to that vaginal discharging ass bitch because you yourself is a vaginal discharging ass bitch. Hello. You think that your booty hole should be brown because you happen to be brown. No, girl, that booty hole's supposed to be pink, girl. Girl, please. And I done had some dark skin bottoms. Them booty holes are pink, girl. And I would hope it's the same thing for the women. Well, it is. I watch straight porn too, so. Every black woman I've seen getting fucked had a pink booty hole. Talking like that and then wondering why y'all ain't gonna have no job. A lot of y'all young niggas getting all these motherfucking tattoos and shit. Again, live your life and do you, but don't be mad when you're put in a certain type of box. Hello, gone. Everybody looks the same. Everybody acts the same. You're going to be put in a box. And no, it's not an old way of thinking, honey. Again, do y'all? I know a lot of y'all can make y'all money on social media. A lot of y'all don't have to go to the 9 to 5. And let's tell the truth, a lot of the 9 to 5s now are a little more accepting with, you know, dress code and personal appearances now. Girl, for some reason, they still have a problem with black women trying to do their hair the way they want to. But girl, y'all will sit here and let a fully tatted man or a fully tatted woman with all these damn nose piercings. But anyway, you know, I'm just saying though, girl, when are we going to just go ahead and just do better? That way we can move forward. Because it's, again, I don't think y'all understand the reality of it all. It's 2024. And we still seeing shit that's been plaguing our community for at least my lifetime. I'm 36. I'm over it. Girl, I was riding to the hood because, you know, you can only get certain things in the hood, child, okay? So I went back to one of my old little hood spots that I grew up around when I was a jit. Same niggas. Niggas I went to school with, girl. Niggas I grew up with, girl. Still posted at the same liquor store that looks the same. They ain't upgraded shit. They ain't done shit. They still got them same boiled ass crusty peanuts from fucking 5th grade, girl. Still roasting in that old ass crock pot, bitch, sitting right next to the hot sausage and pickle eggs, girl. I pulled up and I was like, oh, girl. But I have no choice but to go in here. Oh, what's up, Red? How you been, man? Been a long time. I said, yeah, because, girl, bitch, life is about moving forward, girl, not staying put. Not going backwards. Now, I understand life happens and you have no choice sometimes. But, girl, no, ma'am. Y'all niggas still doing the same, dressing the same way, acting the same way, talking the same way. You have not elevated thine experience. Girl, please don't tell me I'm on my Ebony K. Williams shit. Girl, I hope I'm not. I'm not, because she's a total, I get it, I understand. But we got to understand the mechanisms that were placed upon our people, girl. It started out with the crack. Well, always been poverty. No, slavery, continued slavery, poverty, crack epidemic, heroin epidemic, hello God. We'll put all that together, you get crack cocaine, hello God. Just to say drugs. And then we have disease. What were they giving the girls? Syphilis? The Tuskegee air people, girl? The Tuskegee, whatever that was? Excuse me, no disrespect. Experimentation on our black men and women. Remember back then, child, they used to test the pain threshold of black women by doing surgeries on them without anesthesia, without any kind of pain relievers, girl. Imagine having open heart surgery done on your ass as an experiment, but you're not put to sleep and you're not given no, anesthetic or anything like that. Girl, you're open. You feel everything. Hello. The other mechanism is lack of education, lack of food, lack of resources. Let's limit what they have. They'll always be in need. And then we're going to push them to the far corners, i.e. hoods, ghettos, projects, what have you. We're going to lace them bitches up with faith, a false faith, amen, in liquor stores. Hello, God. We're going to make them envious of each other. We're going to raise one or two up. That way it makes everyone envious. It's not going to motivate them or inspire them to work together so they too can become, in the words of Imani Van Zap. Side note, I hope you're feeling better, boo. I heard Imani is not all that well. She's in the hospital, girl. Prayers up for you, girl, okay? Become. Hello, God. You become envious, and now you done turn into a rival gang. Now, instead of working for what they have, you want to take what they have. It's this big ass cycle that I'm sorry that y'all ain't recognizing that. It's a rat trap, girl, literally. That's what that is. I'm just saying though, you have to see the signs, girl. And like I said before, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot. I'm telling you. It does not take a lot. And maybe y'all do recognize it, but you just feel like you're not in a position to make that change. Girl, each one teach one. It starts with one. The power of one, girl. Hello. The power of one. And you'll be surprised. If you raise your children up the right way, hello. That's how you started off too. Y'all be disrespecting your community leaders, people that's trying to organize events and things and help y'all get resources. And I understand there's a lack. And there's a lot of people that take advantage of people that are in need. So I understand being watchful and trying to, what's the intention here, girl? I don't know if I want to get myself involved in this because you don't know what the hell they're going to use your information for. I'm just saying, girl, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know there's going to be a lot of foolishness in the comments, you know, but I don't really give a fuck because if you don't see the bigger argument that I'm trying to make here, then you're the bitch that I'm talking about. Period. We want change. We have to make that change our motherfucking selves. And we have to push that change across the board. We have to take our power back. We have to understand, why are people so interested? The bigger question that I had when I took sociology, girl, and I wrote my paper, girl, I got an A on it, girl. Hello, God. I wrote a paper in college that was so, actually, yeah, was it an A or a B? It was an A. It was an A minus because my sociology professor was like, girl, you really read white people for filth. That's the point. When you do your research outside of the trash education system that you come from, you realize, oh, girl, they tried to glaze over slavery so much, girl. They tried to act like it was this, no, girl, and the abolishment of slavery and the true intentions behind Abraham Lincoln's raggedy ass, hello, God. Like, there was a lot there. And then we have to go outside of American slavery and really start seeing, you know, what the fuck was really going on with this shit, right? Once you do the needed, required, and desired research on that, you will have the same opinions that I had in that goddamn paper, bitch. Okay? And I cited the sources, girl, so you see why. These are credible sources and why my argument was the way that it was. Because of the information, the real information that was provided onto thee. Okay? When you... Damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the importance. You have to ask yourself, girl, there was a lot of time and effort and violence and bloodshed put into bringing black folks to heal, African people to heal. Why was it so important? And then if we were truly of savagery, why did you guys continue, and to this day, you continuously rape, pillage, and destroy, not destroy, you kind of do, you do destroy it. By raping a country of its natural resources, girl, a continent, my bad, of its natural resources, you are destroying it. To constantly go over there and do what you guys have been doing to one of the most richest in minerals and elemental resources, girl, that Africa provides. Girl, that's why I was girl, back then when they was teaching you about Gaddafi, right? You were like, oh, child, he got what he deserved. But when you do the real research on why Gaddafi was, girl, assassinated, girl, they set him up for the okie doke, girl, because he wanted to make his country independent. It didn't need anybody else because of the importance of what the fuck the country naturally produced. He wanted to create his own currency for his people. He didn't want to, when you do that, girl, remember when I was talking about some getting rid of the US dollar, how America was not about to let that happen. girl, the uproar. Again, reading, doing the research, not leaning on mine own understanding. Because again, I was all pro get Gaddafi from what one side was teaching me. But then when I started reading, he was a humanitarian. This man did a lot of great works for his people and they loved him. But once he started wanting to be independent and started thinking for the betterment of his people, the future, hello God, of his house, bitch, hello God. Y'all had a problem with that when he wanted to pull away from the systems. Girl, please. Why is it so important? That's how I know that we were cut different. Our ancestors were cut different, girl. Something special. Look at Get Out, that movie specifically. Like there's something about our blood. There's something about our skin. There's something about the compounds of our DNA that are so special and richly rooted. And I'm now beginning to see why older black folks didn't like their kids mixing with other races, especially white people. You end up diminishing your DNA. And I ain't gonna lie, I think because of that, that's the reason why you've seen a lot more black. I'm sorry to talk about this, but it is a very real truth. You've never seen so much in the black community in terms of little people, in terms of people with disabilities on that level. And it is my belief that it is because along the lines, it don't gotta be you. It's just your genes are a makeup of everyone in your life, in your family's line, both mother and father. So along their way, all of that, I'll be talking about incest, girl. We be talking about all of these girls. I thought I saw something. All of these people, with deformities and things, y'all don't even know y'all genetic, history, girl. So a lot of these kids are being born with physical deformities, mental issues and different things. You've never saw that much. If you look down our history, you never really saw that much when it came to like black people. But nowadays you're really starting to see it up, and even across other bloodlines. White people are the bedrock of that, in my humble opinion. But anyway, now that it is all here, but I don't know. I just think that we need to recognize we are the table, we are the chairs, girl. We are the forks, the knives, the spoons, bitch, the salad bowls, girl. We are the entree, bitch. We're the appetizer. We are the meal. Hello. We're the prize. Anyway. Love y'all. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think about the commentary, child. Okay, I know I went there, but girl, I think it's time that we start having these very real, truthful ass conversations, girl. We got to stop hiding. Hello, God. No. I just, again, think about why the oppression. Why is the foot on our neck constantly through the ages? Constantly trying to break our will, break our spirit. But yet, you take from us. You hated black women so much, but you laid with them and had children with them. You hated our countries, our continent so much, you still, to this day, take from it. Drain it dry of resources. Enslave the people and encourage the people to enslave the people. You do this psychologically. You do this on every level imaginable. To the point where we have, whether you like it or not, have become socially conditioned to normalize this kind of treatment towards us. And honestly, it's time to wake up. Period. Be blessed and never stressed. Remember that health is truly wealth. And take care, y'all. Bye.